and welcome to an art time-lapse video. In this video I'll be drawing my Dracostryx pouncing on a poor lizard. This is the final drawing for the series of the Dracostryx Training. I did all 5 and this is the last one, so this is the 5th one. I drew the lizard, but I didn't like it, so I erased it, and I tried again. And I did it better this time. While I have been enjoying drawing these basic training images for Dracostryx, I'm gonna kinda miss them a little bit because I enjoyed exploring the story of my Dracostryx Rocky. He's the raptor in this picture. And his trainer, the human, his name's Scott. While I enjoyed it, I am a little happy that it's over, because I've been working the whole week on them. Though I think I got about 1 done a day, which is pretty good. I spent about maybe 3 hours on each one, except for the first one, which I think I spent around 5 or 6 hours on, but that's because it was 3 different pictures put into one. So all in all, I spent about 18 hours, which isn't too bad, because I can probably easily spend 18 hours on one complicated piece. Here I struggled again with Rocky's tack, which is his saddle and the collar and stuff, and getting the human the right size to fit on him. I think I made him a little too big, but it's okay. I'll do it better in the future, which is the beauty of practicing any skill, is that you get better the next time you try it, even though it doesn't really feel like it sometimes. So here I start the lining process. And if you're using Clip Studio Paint, unless if you're doing like, I don't know, some kind of messy kind of lines, or sketchy, or I guess anything that isn't real or refined, you should always use the vector layer, a vector layer to line your work on, because the vector layers, they have a lot of tools to help you make it faster and make it better. If you're interested in that and you use Clip Studio Paint, you should look up some tutorials about using vector layers, because they're real helpful. Because you can like overshoot your lines and use the vector eraser just to erase the line and not like up to a certain point and things like that. I think at this point I've gotten real comfortable drawing my Dracostryx, which is probably the point of the basic training, is to get you to draw them doing a bunch of different things so that you get used to drawing them in all sorts of situations. Since I've drawn him, this would be the 8th time in the series, and I've drawn him a lot more than that, just by drawing sketches and other things that I've drawn of him before. I wanted Scott here to look surprised and scared, but he came off more as angry. Which is fine too, I guess. I guess when you're surprised and scared, you probably do look a little angry. Maybe some people do. I don't know. I guess everybody shows emotions differently. I need to do a proper reference of Scott. Maybe that'll be one of my next drawings that I do. Though I do want to work on the career, the Dracostryx career stuff. I'll be doing the survivalist, because I don't plan on doing battles against other people, because I'm not really much of a PvP person. And I don't plan on doing much breeding, because I'm just not that interested in it, to be quite frank. I respect anybody who's into it, but I don't plan on having that many Dracostryx. So I guess just the survivalist was the last career to choose from, and it seemed like the best to get a lot of items and things, so that's what I'll be doing next, is drawing the three prompts for the survivalist career. I think I've gotten a little better at doing backgrounds too. I feel a little more confident with, like, just doing it rather than adding on one to the end, just kinda haphazardly. I'm not very good at designing clothes for people to wear. I'm not a fashion artist, so I just kind of picked the same shirt I had chosen to have them drawn in before. I remember I sketched all this outside, and it was too bright outside. Like the same problem I had with the koi mermaids. I couldn't see anything, so I actually had to move inside because this was such a dark picture. I couldn't see anything. But it's no biggie. You gotta do what you gotta do for the art. I wasn't too confident in shading this one. I remember that too. I wasn't sure like where the light would have been, or if there would have been any light to begin with. But yeah, I just kind of slapped some shading on there and didn't really think much about it, because I didn't do that good of a job with it, but it's alright. I think it turned out okay. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.